Like I told some of y'all once before, when y'all voted the Donald in office, you gonna get what you asked for. How many of you tranny folks, or the Transformers, is what they call it? How many Transformers out there? Transformer ain't nothing bad. You know what I'm saying? It's more than meets the eye. But you know, you can be whatever you want to be these days, but people don't have to follow what you want. Just like they was getting mad at Snoop Dogg and Nelly and some old people's performing at Trump's inauguration thing. Why? I mean, if you want to support somebody, it's up to you. How are you? So can't nobody get mad because somebody want to do something. You can't please everybody. Like this video, it's gonna piss some people off. It's gonna make some people giggle. It's gonna make some people feel like, yes. That's why they made you by yourself. You did not come to this world attached to nobody, I don't think. You're alone. Let me read this. The president, 2025 president, signs executive order limiting the rights of transgender Americans. Some of you was transgender when you voted for them, so you voted your own rights out the door. Trump delivered an expected blow to transgender Americans on Monday when he signed an executive order defending women from radical gender ideology extremism. That was a long thing to say, boy. Across the country, ideologues who deny the biological reality of sex have increasingly used legal and other socially coercive means to permit men to self-identify as women and gain access to intimate single-sex spaces and activities designed for women. From women's domestic abuse shelters to women's workplace showers, the order states it's wrong. Man, I always thought you are what God made you. Or, in some people's head, you are what the Creator made you. Like I said, how can I get mad because you don't believe in God? You believe in a Creator. Or you don't believe in the Creator, you believe in God. How could I get mad? I have never seen God. I have never seen the Creator. You was only told what you was told from your grandmother's grandmother, grandfather, and so forth. None of them ever seen anything, but a man said, well, it was like, we just gonna use God and the Creator in one word as of, I'm looking at something here, whirlpool. We're gonna call it whirlpool. Whirlpool came to me last night and told me to say this. Some people go to church on a Sunday and say, then the preacher man say, Whirlpool came to me. He told me this morning I need to come in and tell y'all that. And y'all believe it. Some of you believe this. Y'all believe it. I was coming home last night. My car broke down in the middle of nowhere. It was snowing. It's blizzard conditions. And my car got stuck in a water hole. And then Whirlpool told me everything was going to be okay. Just sit down and chill out. Don't get freeze bite. So I sit back in my car. Lo and behold, 10 minutes later, old truck lights came up behind me. They pulled over. Skirt. I thought it was going to be trouble. But actually, They helped me out. I got home. I could have froze out there, but Whirlpool told me, no, your mind was what it do. When it's like, hey, I should listen to my first mind. You know, you ever see that? It's not Whirlpool. That's common sense. Because Whirlpool gave you common sense. When you was born, you had common sense. If you didn't, somebody else got common sense for you. The order rolls back more than a dozen Biden-era policies that support trans people. It also declares that the U.S. government will only recognize a person's sex assigned at birth. True as it should have been, because that's what you are. The U.S. government will only recognize a person's sex assigned at birth. When you pop out and your mitten shoot up, blah, 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 blah. And boy, you pop out and that mitten go in like that, she good. Right? As it should be. Not when I grow up, I'm gonna snatch it off. Oh my God! Or I'm gonna grow another one in the spot of the one that I don't have. Because actually, y'all, clit on a woman is an undeveloped penis.
Jesus Christ.
If you don't believe me, ask AI. The government, the U.S. government, will only recognize a person's sex assigned at birth. Y'all gonna say, he can't assign me. Huh? I ain't assigned you. You was born with it or without. And will not use the word gender on any policy in documents. I go by this. You know, go by as you want to, but get your ass out of him. Huh? The order will require federal agencies such as the State Department and Department of Homeland Security to remove non-binary or other gender options from passport, visas, and other forms of identification. Transformer women will also now be prohibited from intimate spaces such as women's prisons or jails or domestic violence shelters. Trump, he signed the executive order at the Oval Office Monday. When he was put in, he was straightforward. Give me that. He had no fanfare save for making a short ooh sound before applying his signature. While taking questions from reporters, it was one of the last executive orders the president signed his first evening in the office. It also required that all federal agencies remove any statements, policies, regulation forms, communication, other internal and external messages that promote or acknowledge the inclusion of transgender people. That promote or acknowledge the inclusion of transgender people. Including asking about a person's preferred gender pronouns. Further, the order calls for an end federal funding of gender ideology and will require government agencies to assess grant conditions and grantee preferences, ensure grant funds do not promote gender ideology. Ensure that grant funds do not promote it. During his campaign, Trump spent almost $20 million on anti-trans attack ads, which blamed former President Kamala Harris. Or I'm going to put it for everybody so everybody knows it. Kamala Harris, Kamala, Camilla, however you want to see it, so now you know who I'm talking about. But it's Kamala Harris, y'all. Which blamed former Vice President Kamala Harris for supporting transgender inmates' access to gender-affirming medical care. Kamala is for they/them. One said an ad. Trump is for you. Now you gotta skedaddle. You voted him in just like the Spanish people. You know, they tilt the scale, vote him in. Then he like, we finna get y'all asses. Wait him. Last month, a turning point event. He promised that with the stroke of my pen, on day one, We're going to end the transgender lunacy, is what he said. So he said, all you transformers, you're lunatics. That's what he said. Now, he kept his word. But you know the alphabet people, the LGBTQPT plus SR advocates and lawmakers are encouraging members of the LGBTQP2R2D2 community remember what their rights are before these orders take effect. Remember all you want. The president that you voted in, go take them. Now, he probably go for our freedom now. Oh, you ain't. I mean, I'm talking about like colorful freedom, because ain't nobody free in the U.S. You think you are? I'm free. No, you're not. Do something. Do whatever you want to do and see what's the consequence. If you were free to do what you want to do, you are free. You don't even own your house. You don't even own your car. You don't got nothing. Government got everything. So how are you free? Land of the free. That land of the free, home of the brave. If some of you don't know, that is why Kaepernick and them, they took the little knees and all that stuff. Because when that jump was written, black people wasn't free. So who they were talking to? This is the land of the free. Who was them over there? They wasn't free. So land of the free. Think about it when you get mad at somebody for taking a knee next time. President Trump's executive order, while terrible, is not shocking, said some California legislator for the R2D2 Transformer Caucus. It is important for our community to remember that the impacts from these orders are neither immediate nor permanent. It will take time for these orders to work through their respective federal agencies, and there will be opportunities for California to weigh in on behalf of transgender, gender, non-conforming, and intersex people. What the hell is an intersex person? Y'all, they come up with so much stuff, y'all. Executive order have no jurisdiction over the State Department, agencies, blah, 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 blah. None of that made difference, what I just said right there. Because we have no rights. Just like that. They got that, and then like, nope, take it back. You had a right to have that. Now they can take it back when they want to. Y'all, I'm not gonna go no further with this here. I got to the gist of it. Video long enough as is, and people always want to skip through and go out of it. The ones that support, they do that. Just let it play. Just go, let the video play. Just go and mop or do something else. You ain't gotta sit here and look at it. Just let it go. Let it go. I mean, let me get my ads. Get me some money. Let me give me some couple dollars out this here, y'all. Come on now. Hit the subscribe button. Share it. You know, you ain't got, like I said, you ain't gotta sit there and watch the whole thing. Just let it play. Get on your kids' tablets and phones and let it play on their phones. Just let it go. I need a couple dollars, y'all. Come on now. Come on now. Come on now. And also, after you hit the subscribe to this channel, leave a comment down there. You know, whether it's good or bad, I'm going to read them. You know, I'm not up there like everybody else, so I'm going to read all of them. Yeah, I'm going to read all of them. So you will get a response, whether you like it or not. And subscribe to TNT Kitchen LLC. Get you a couple of recipes. Subscribe to that channel too. I mean, you ain't gotta subscribe. I'm trying to force you or none of that. You know, you free to do that part. But I would like for you to subscribe to TNT Kitchen LLC. Go ahead, get you a couple of them recipes on there, and you know, cook them for your family, share them with your friends, do what you gotta do, and you free to do what you want to do.